Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of Inner Lover. Thank you for being here with me this whole time. Those of you that joined live, those of you that watched the replay, I felt you all. I couldn't have done it without you. So as of now, day 4, you have the foundations. You have the foundations for union. You have what we did on day 1, which is identifying what it is that you want and who it is you want to be and what that feels like. You have what we did in day 2, which is aligning that desired destiny to who you are right now. And you have what we did in day 3, which is holding your little child's hand along the way, holding her through the growing pains, all those moments of resistance, how to enter dialogue with her, with him, so that he or she doesn't hijack your life anymore, but instead he amplifies it. So I touched on something in day 2, and we're gonna get the prompt for how to complete that. So on day 2, we did the 4 columns. Column 1 is, what are you letting go of? What is not a match to this desired destiny? What are the beliefs, the actions, the words, the ways of being? Then in column 2, we had, where did this come from? Remember, we were not born with these limiting ways of being. So where did they come from? Did they come from society? Did they come from your parents? Did they come from past trauma? Then in column 3, we have what our new ways of being are. What is a way to replace this way of being that is limited and limiting? A way that is expansive, a way that connects you with those core desired feelings and those power words that you received on day 1. And on column 4 is an integration practice. Some of you are nodding like, I thought so. Yes, integration practices are key. There's so much teachings. There's so many teachings out there. There's so many books out there that give you a lot of wisdom. They give you a lot of, this is what worked for me, and this is what worked for Bob and Schmob, but they are missing that column 4. They're missing the, what do I do with all this new information? Where do I put it? What do I do with it? Integration is something that is so missing in this world of personal development. And it's not missing in my world because it's been a huge key of how I got here. So column 4 is, what is a practice to bridge that old way of being and that new way of being? For example, a practice could be, let's say you uncovered a belief of there's no good men. And the new way of being is I'm going to see the good in every man. The practice would be, every single man that I connect with, I'm going to find something good about them. Every single one. The plumber, the maintenance man, my dad, every single person, even if it's someone that takes you some time to find that good, you're going to find it. Good. So that is the integration for day 2. And if you haven't watched that one yet, go ahead and watch it. It's jam-packed with nuggets. So the next thing I want to talk about is what I have in store for you after this 4 days. I have a whole bunch of offerings, all the way as low as $77 a month, because I really wanted to create something accessible for anyone. I never want money, I never want green paper to be a reason why somebody doesn't get to work with me. That's always been a belief of mine, a motto of mine, because there's so many coaches and mentors out there that are just not accessible. And that doesn't work for me. Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for coming in. Yay. So I'm just going to repeat. Hi, my love. I'm just going to repeat what I just said for you, Caitlin. I just added the practice section for what we did in day 2, align. Empower, we're going to add a practice to integrate the old way of being and the new way of being. That's what's going to go in column 4. Does that make sense? So I was just getting to how I have several different ways to work with me. The lowest is $77 a month. That offering is called Embody Union. It is where we're going to have live embodiment practices twice a month to embody ourselves, to embody our inner lover, to embody our inner partner, to embody our masculine and feminine, to sit strongly in our power, to clear past trauma, to remove any energy that isn't ours, all the reasons we embody. All the reasons. And I'm doing this because I know how much easier it is when somebody is holding that space for us. Even for me, I work out so much stronger when I have somebody telling me what to do. Even though I know what to do, it's just that if I have someone holding that space, I'll go a little bit extra. So I'm holding this Embody Union membership to do just that, to give people a space where they can just roll out of bed and join into a Zoom room and be guided through an embodiment practice. It's going to be twice a month. And then I have Magnetic Love. Magnetic Love is my 3-month program, which is where we are going to go even deeper into being our own partner, even deeper into becoming magnetic to the love that is meant for us, even deeper into identifying the way that we were raised around love or lack thereof, and how we've been playing that on repeat over and over and over onto any partner, any lover, anyone that is in our life, and how that actually pushes them away. We're going to identify what that thing is in each and every person that joins Magnetic Love, and then we'll be able to reverse it. And we're going to be alchemizing our patterns around men, around ourselves, around love, around partnership in general. We're going to be learning how to alchemize our emotions. We're going to become emotionally available to ourselves. We are going to become a partner rooted in security, in acceptance, in understanding, in holding space for someone else and ourselves. We are going to become the ideal partner. And we are going to learn how to relate to ourselves and other people as a whole being, no longer showing up as our child self, because we've healed that. We've healed that. We're not bringing that into future relationships. So we're also going to be giving daily systems to keep that inner partner magnetic, so that we go out in the world and we just are that. So that is Magnetic Love. It's a 3-month-long program. And my last one, is self-sourced. Self-sourced is 10 practices that are all under 10 minutes. And once again, I created them because it's so much easier to have somebody holding that space for you. It's so much easier. I know for me, even I use my own practices because I'm like, what do I do next? You're in it. You're focused. You don't want to look at your notes. You don't want to have to remember, what do I do next? So I made them all for you. I made 10 practices that are jam-packed with wisdom from a bunch of my teachers that I've studied with, as well as my own experience. So for those of you that sign up for Magnetic Love, you will get self-sourced for free. You will also get 1 month of Embody Union, because I want to give an incentive for those that sign up early bird. So there's a link in all of the follow-up emails and the replays to my calendar. Book a call with me, and then you will be entered into the ability to receive those 2 extra programs. All right. So any questions about any of those programs? Okay, I'm going to have Lola come on. Lola has been a recipient of, I would say, the first module of Magnetic Love. I gave it to her and it transformed so much of her life. I see it. She's completely different, the way she relates to herself and to men. I just want to have her come on and talk a little bit about what that session was like. Hi, Lola.
Hi, yay. I'm so blessed to be a recipient of this amazing women's magic because, yeah, before I had a call with her, like we were friends, and so she knew what I was doing. I just had kind of like, really yearning for love and like craving connection with men after my breakup and like was fucking around. And I just had kind of like, I don't know, sexual energy was just not like directed, And then I had a session with her and to do the whole stuff in the first thing, I guess. And yeah, it completely like changed everything because I got to actually see the deep stuff that I wasn't giving myself and got to change literally all my habits and created this new nighttime ritual. And I gave myself all this love and all the pleasure and all the celebration. And I cut off all these things I had with all these guys. And then And then I just like, yeah, just started becoming the one, like self-source. And I kept saying, it's this self-source. Oh my God. And then her program's called that. I'm like, that's so perfect. And then like my standards and my boundaries and my values of myself and my self-worth of like what I want from a guy and what I want from myself and what I know that I am worthy of. Because when our love expands within us, it reflects. So I did that. And then like the men that did come in were like pursuing me like constantly. I've never had that before. And I just leaned back and it was like so magnetic love, and I'm so just unattached to the ones that are falling off. I actually have a date tonight with a guy who's been pursuing me. So that and I met him in person. So yeah, it just feels really exciting and great. So she's your girl, Simona's best. I'm
Thank
excited
you, Lola.
excited for the next sessions. I only just had that one. I'm like, what are the next? So excited.
I'm excited to give them to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing that. All right, all right. So we're going to get into what today is all about now. Thank you for bearing with me through all of that. We're going to talk about embodiment, 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 embodiment. It is so important. It is so important. And once again, it's something that is not talked about all the time in these kinds of conversations around love and partnership and even relationship to self. It's really easy to skip over the body and focus on the mind. And the body is where the change occurs. The degree to which we have a relationship with our body is the degree to which we have a relationship with our power. I'm going to pause there because that's really, it's really one to take in. Our power lives here, especially here. This is where our power lives. It doesn't live up here. Although we were trained that it does. We were taught that it lives up here. If I'm just smart enough, if I'm funny enough, if I'm quick enough, if I'm sharp enough, if they like me enough, it all comes from the mind, but that's not where it comes from. It comes from here. The seat of our power is in our body. And I know for those that are busy, those that are living busy lives, it's easy to forget to drop into the body just a little bit each day. Show me a show of hands if that resonates. Like it's easy to forget and miss a day or two and then miss a week or two. And then all of a sudden it's been months that you've even remembered that you have a body. It's easy in this society. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is give a short and sweet. I'm all about short and sweet. Nobody wants to do hours of practice. At least I don't. My people tend to not. We're not monks. We don't have that time. And I don't want to do that. And I don't think my people do either. So we're going to do short and sweet. I like to keep my practices really always to like 10, 15 minutes. And then while you're in it, if you want to keep going, awesome. So let's get ourselves into a comfortable space where we can move around a bit. We're not going to do anything crazy. No crazy moves.
I got
But
it.
just
Stay on camera.
stay on camera if you can. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So get onto the floor, onto a mat. And if you're listening to this and you're not able to do that, that's okay too. You can modulate any movement we're going to do to wherever you are and whatever's available to you. Yeah, good. And if you want to play your own music, you're welcome to. I'm not going to have music. I want you to be able to hear me. And I want you to be able to play your own song, whatever song lights you up. Good. Okay, good. I can see all of you but Jessica. Thank you. There's Jessica. I see her hands. Okay. So I'm just going to come back so you can see my whole body. Okay, good. Good. So we're just going to start with our legs out. We're going to start with some stretching, some light stretching. I find that this is It's a really powerful and easy way to just stay connected to your body. If you only have, let's say you only have 3 minutes, 5 minutes before you have to rush into work or take care of your kids or something, just do a couple stretches. So you can start with just like up and down, letting your knees get warm. Good. And when they feel warmed up, you can just reach as far as you can. Maybe it's your shins, maybe it's your ankles, maybe it's your toes. And grab as far as you can, as long as you keep your spine straight. Yeah, keeping the spine straight. We want to keep our spine straight as much as possible in life and in general versus hunched over. The way we stretch is the way we hold our body throughout life, you know? So keeping your spine straight in the stretches, even if that means you don't reach as far, that's okay. And we're going to take an inhale and hold on to the stretch. And on the exhale, you're going to fold forward even more and you're going to keep the spine straight. Good. One more of these. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, fold it down. Good. Let's do one more while we're here. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale, folding down. Nice. And while you're down here, just wiggle it out, letting the stretch go a little bit more. Good, and letting go, releasing. Remember, we're just gonna do short and sweet today. A little bit goes a long way. Stretching it out, and coming into butterfly pose. Butterfly pose. You can either grab your toes, you can grab your ankles, or you can go underneath and you can grab your toes like this and you can stretch out a little bit farther. So one of them would be close in and the other one would be farther out, more in like a star. Yeah. Whatever works for you. Again, keeping the back straight. And you're going to inhale, stretch up, and exhale, fold forward. Again, inhale, folding up, and exhale, fold forward. Last one, up and folding down. And inhale and come up, back to neutral. Good. And just flop your butterfly wings for a few moments here. Good. Very good. And let it go, coming into any neutral position with your legs. And we're just going to roll our shoulders up and back. Inhale and exhale. Good. Rolling up and rolling back. This is really good if you're on the computer all day. You can do this while you're at work, while you're working. Good. And now switch the rotation forward. And keep breathing as you move. Super important. Up and around. Good. Yeah, now rolling the neck around. Keep breathing. Good. And switch sides. Switch directions. Good. And let that go. Now we're going to do one that I need all the time, and it's for our shoulders, especially those that are on computers all day. Our shoulders, or if we sleep a little awkward, our shoulders can get tight. Give me a show of hands. Am I the only one here? Do you guys get sensitive shoulders? Yeah. Okay, so this one really helps me. So you're going to put your arms in your cactus. So you want this part of the arms being parallel to the floor. Beautiful, beautiful. And all you're going to do is bring the upper arms parallel to the floor. Yep. Or is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, parallel to the floor. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And try to make your back, your spine, as straight as possible as you do this. And you'll feel your shoulders locking into place. Yeah. Good. Let's do 3 more of these. Last one. Good. And then just roll the shoulders a little bit more. Let them find their new home here. Good. And then bring the right arm across the left and grab the right elbow and just pull gently. Good. And let that go and switch arms. Good. Good. And now let's look over the right shoulder as we grab our right leg and we twist a little bit, giving some stretch to our spine. And let that go, come to neutral. And now switch sides, inhale and exhale, hold. Good, and let that go. And last one here, remember, we're just keeping it short and sweet, ideally, so we do this as much as possible, especially once again, those that use computers, we're gonna stretch our fingers. And this is another one you can do at work. All you're gonna do is open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Good. And now we're just gonna stretch each finger. Each one. They've been working so hard, crunching those keyboards. Good. Good. Okay, I lied. Last one is going to be wrists. So circling the wrists to the left. Good. Oh, feels good. And switch to the right. Good. And let that go. And just take a scan of how do you feel differently in your body? Just after doing a couple simple stretches, do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more alive? A little goes a long way. Okay, good. So now what we're going to do is get into our power. So I want you to take a scan of whatever it is that you're feeling right now. Whatever it is, put a word to it. Is it tired? Is it blah? Is it bored? Is it overwhelmed? Is it joy? Whatever it is. Just identifying what you feel and accepting it and letting it be there and not trying to change it, not trying to fix it. Now what I want you to do is make a sound as that feeling, letting it be there so much that you actually give it a voice. If it's tired, maybe it sounds like, ugh. If it's bored, maybe it sounds like, ugh. Whatever it is, give it a sound. And then give it a movement. Let it move. Let it move. Giving it permission, not trying to change it. We try to change ourselves so much. This is the exact opposite. Giving it a voice, giving it a movement. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yes, yes, yes. It's okay. It is so more than okay. It is allowed. It is embraced, whatever it is that you're feeling. Make another sound. Make another sound as this feeling. And maybe it's now a different feeling. Maybe once you let that last feeling be there, it's now a new feeling. Maybe it's the same. There's no right or wrong here. Mhm. Ah, this is a safe space. Nobody's going to judge you. Good, good. You're doing so well. And now take a deep breath with this feeling. In through the nose, out the mouth. Ah. Yeah. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and make a sound this time as you exhale. Ah, letting it go, letting the week go, letting the day go, and letting this feeling go. Letting this feeling go that you just identified. One more here, one more breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale, letting it go. Ah, yeah. Imagining it leaving your body, leaving your field, leaving the room. Good. And now bring in those feelings from day one of what you want to feel. What do you want to feel? Is it empowered? Is it trust? Is it embodied? Is it devoted? Is it euphoric? Is it alive? Whatever it is, bring it in. Good. And now choose a hand, choose your dominant hand, and lift it up and bring it to your heart, to your high heart. Good. And tap in this feeling. And use your words here. I am. I am, and put the feelings here. I am empowered, or whatever your feelings are. Say it as you tap. I am euphoric. I am free. Good. And now bring it to your forehead, your third eye. Tap it in here. I am. Insert your words. I am. I am. Good. Now bring it to the top of your head, to the crown. I am ecstatic. I am joyful. I am drenched in sunshine. Good. Now let's bring it to our rib cage right here. You can see. And keep saying your words. I am. I am. Good. And keep breathing as you do this. Good. I see so much more smiles on your faces. Yeah. And let that go. And now we're gonna bring in, if you open your eyes for a second and you see my hands, this is cupping. This is a Qigong tactic, cupping on the body. So as if you're literally scooping water in a cup-like position, you're gonna be tapping your body. Yeah. Now bring in those affirmations again as you tap anywhere you want on your body. Yep. All over. Yeah. Tapping that feeling in. Ah, breathing, making sound. Yeah. Now bring it to a part of your body you haven't yet tapped onto yet, maybe your back or your legs. Good. Good. Yeah. And now we're going to caress ourselves. Caress. As if you are the love of your life, because you are. Touch yourself as it. Caress yourself as it. Yes, I see you touching your face and your neck. With those feelings, with the visual. If you want to bring in the senses, bring in your senses from day one. Imagine yourself smelling and tasting and hearing all the senses from that desired destiny. Good. And now start to make some sound as these feelings. What do these feelings sound like when they come out of your mouth? I am empowered. I am devoted. Mm-hmm. I am expanded. Yes. Making sound and let your body move. Letting go of the touch, and we're moving into movement and sound, and just move as these feelings. How do they move you? How do you move as them? And you can bring back the touch too if you want to touch and move and sound. Yeah. There's no wrong way to do this. What do these feelings sound like and move like in you? Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Good. Good. Mm. And how could you let them in just a little bit more? Can you drop your jaw? Can you drop the muscles around the eyes? Can you drop your shoulders just a little bit more? Can you relax the identity, the mask you've been wearing, a long week of work? Can you let it go just a little bit more and let these feelings take you over? Mm. Good. So good. So good. One more minute here on your own, moving, sounding in whatever way your body wants you to. And when you're ready, letting it go and just taking a scan of how you feel different, even if it's just tiny, tiny bit, how you feel just a little bit more inside your body, inside your power, inside yourself. And when you're ready, come back to the room and bring the feelings with you. No rush, take your time. Take all the time you want.
Wow, I look different.
You do. You all do. We all do.
Thank you, Simona.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I kept it short and sweet because I want it to be easy and attainable for even the busiest person. Like that didn't take long, right? That was something you could do maybe not every day. Some days I can only do 5 minutes or so, but that what we just did, we can do on repeat. And all we did there was we stretched our body. We gave space for whatever was there to be there without trying to fix it or change it. We gave it a voice and we let it move. What we did there is scientifically proven to work. So when we integrate our feelings, our breath, our movement, and our sound, that's when we create lasting change. So what we did wasn't just something I randomly chose. It's actually backed by science. So we gave what was there space. Then after we moved it and we felt it and we sounded it, we literally let it be there and we created space for something new to come in by just letting it be there. And so we brought those power feelings in, we brought those mantras in, and we did the same thing again that science has proven works. We moved with them, we created sound with them, we breathed with them, we used our voice with them. How we bring them in even more. Each thing that we do, movement, sound, breath, feeling, adds a little bit more of depth. So that's really all. If you only have a few minutes, all you got to do is a little bit of stretching, a little bit of letting whatever is there be there, and then a little bit of bringing in whatever you want to feel. I would say 3 steps. Stretch, be with what is, and bring in what you want to feel. And if you want to add the layers, you would bring in breath, movement, sound, and feeling. Breath, movement, sound, and feeling. And you'd bring that into all 3 of them, really, especially the second and the third waves. So who has questions? Anyone have questions on a simple embodiment practice like this?
I just gotta say that was amazing. That was transformational. Like I know all those practices on their own, except the qigong thing, but like how the power of it. But you just put it together so simplified and quick that I literally was feeling meh, I was like, "Ugh," and then I was like, oh, connected and like wow, I was like in it. So like it's so transformational, like the state change, like you just hacked the state change system. So yeah, that was amazing. Great.
Seriously, I just want to say that I was feeling really low energetically, just like also. And then after this, I feel full of energy again. I feel like I can go face the world and be my best self. Amazing. I'm gonna do this every day.
And it's so simple, and you can. We've broken it down to the steps, or watch the replay. I mean, this stuff, holy shit, I'm gonna do it every day. Exactly. I am here to make things simple. I'm here to make things simple. That's my one of my greatest passions in life, is to take these big theories. I mean, I had to do a lot of research and experience in order to take all that and like chunk it into this. But now that we have it, it's easy. It's easy. You don't have to read all the books like I had to read, or I chose to read. I'm a nerd, but like still, you don't have to figure it all out. It's I know what science has proven now, and that's it. It's simple. So thank you for sharing, ladies. Thank you for being here. We're gonna keep tonight short and sweet. And does anybody else want to say anything or ask anything or be witnessed in any way?
Yes. May I?
Yeah, of course.
I just want to say that I have been graced by your magical beingness and presence and wisdom in so many ways in my life. And the time that I've known you, you've always been there. You've always been just a great support to lean on and to, and not even like you've seen all of me in all of my light and dark, and you've always been such a wonderful um being, like literally it's a being, you're a being. And you've helped me so much, so I am absolutely incredibly grateful for you and for what you're doing, and I know it's gonna help so many women, and whoever gets to has a chance to work with you, they will literally transform and leap. So yeah,
Thank
you are a
you.
powerhouse, such a powerhouse. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you're doing.
Wow. Received, received, received. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for reflecting that. I love you.
Love you, sister, sisteronka.
I love you all so, so, so much. Please reach out to me if you want to share anything about this training any day. If you have any questions, you can reach out in the WhatsApp chat or
I think Caitlin wanted to
directly.
say something.
Oh, somebody else want to say something?
I was just gonna say thank you so much. Like I've done so many of these trainings and courses, and I'm in grad school for psychology, and like I've never had anyone ground it in the body like you just did. That was amazing. Like I obviously already signed up for this course, but that's all I'm so excited. But now I'm like even more excited. So I can't wait.
Oh my God. Wow. That just really hit home.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, I'm so stoked.
Wow.
I feel really good. I'm like, whoa, the body, man.
I in like 2020, I was really considering going back to school and getting my master's degree. And I looked everywhere for a program that within psychology or social work that integrated the body, and I couldn't find one anywhere. So then I looked somatics, but then it was all just based in trauma. There was nothing about what we just did of how to actually bring in somatically what we want to feel. And so I didn't get my master's degree in paper, but I got it in experience and in my own research. And you saying that just, wow,
Yeah.
really means a lot.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, the body is everything for me. It's how I healed my chronic autoimmune stuff. It's how I manifested love. It's bringing all the wisdom into the body. If you don't bring it into the body, then it just stays stuck and then it leaves. It's when you feel it in the body and you move with it and you sound with it that it actually is able to integrate. Yeah, it's key. This is the key right here. And we all have it. We all have our breath. We all have our sound. We all have our ability to move. And I keep the movement simple because there was a time where I could barely move. I could barely walk. So all the embodiment practices I do are for any type of body. No matter if you can't get out of bed, you can literally do a stretch. Whatever way you can, I will meet you there because I was there. So I keep it simple. This is not gymnastics. So much of the embodiment stuff, the yoga stuff out there is. Mine's not like that. So thank you for being here and receiving it and reflecting how it supported you. I love you all with all my heart. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of your weekend and everything. I would look forward to hearing from you on the chats and one-on-one on how it's been going for you. I love you.
Yay, love you. Thank you.